Welcome back. I'm Muralidhar Swaminathan. You're watching the MF Guru. In my previous video, I had discussed about where to invest, and in some of my earlier videos also I had talked about how much to invest, how to invest, different kinds of strategies. Now, some of these were for those investors for whom capital protection is important, at the same time they need returns over a period of time. In this video, I'm going to focus on slightly more riskier, or rather very risky if you consider the current situation in the volatile markets, riskier options. High risk, high reward. Remember, that's what is very important. High risk, high reward is what I'm saying, but still safe. It's not that it's not going to be safe. Over a longer period of time they will be safe. What I'm recommending in this video is a bunch of, there are about 6 or 7 of them, a bunch of banking and financial services mutual funds. Now, these banking and financial services mutual funds can give you fantastic returns when the markets recover. Now here, you should focus on those, this is a sectoral fund, this is a thematic fund. You should focus on those funds which invest in India's top 10 or 12 banking and financial services companies. Now this is very important, please remember. Select funds which invest in, let's say, HDFC Bank, HDFC Standard Life, HDFC Life, SBI Life, ICICI, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Axis, and you can name them. There are about 15 or 16 of them. You know, if they have 70 to 80% in a dozen of these banks and financial services, that would be an excellent investment. Banks and financial services are the ones which lead the crash. They are the ones which will lead in the recovery. So most of these stocks you would have noticed over the last 3 weeks, they have been very volatile. First they crashed by 20, 25, 30, 35%. Now, every once in 2 days they are recovering by 5%, 10%. Some of them have recovered even by 20%. So therefore, if you are a high risk investor who can take risk over a longer period of time, focus on banking and financial services fund. This will give you good rewards. But remember, the percentage, total percentage that you invest in this should not be 100%. Because if you are already owning large cap funds also invest in banking and financial services. So therefore, this should be a certain part of your portfolio which will help you get a slightly better, higher average return. Focus on banking and financial services fund to a limited extent. High risk, high reward, worth investing. All the best.